Hello everyone, welcome to Roma Theory. Oh my god, this feels like a movie. It's as exciting as Sons of Anarchy Part 2. I can't wait. This is like a movie. Romelu Lukaku back at San Siro. The welcome that Inter fans are preparing. I just leaked the predicted 11. We'll speak about it in a second. Obviously, in this match preview, we'll speak about the game. We'll speak about Inter. We'll speak about the importance of this game in the head and in the brain and in the psychological matters of Romelu Lukaku. We'll speak about us coming towards this game, 5 consecutive win, League and Europa League. So we're building some good momentum. We're growing. We're improving. Can we get something out of this game? Is the question. And look, let's start by speaking about what Lukaku will find when he steps up in that pitch on Sunday. And it's going to influence not just his game, because it's targeted at him, but it will influence the entire team's performance. Inter fans hate him. Inter fans hate the way he treated them this summer. He didn't answer the calls of not just the ownership when they wanted to bring him back, but Lukaku apparently didn't answer to the calls of the likes of Lautaro Martinez and Di Marco, two players who were very important and were very close to Lukaku, and Lukaku ignored them. And Inter fans haven't digested this. Inter fans on Sunday are going to distribute 35,000 whistles to every single person which will attend the game on Sunday, so that every time that Lukaku touches a ball, they will whistle as long and as hard as powerful as they can to distract him and influence the game. Now you're probably going, is this allowed? This technically is allowed. You know, whistles are objects which aren't banned from stadiums, so it's technically not illegal. But obviously, if the whistles of the fans are going to influence with the whistles of the referee, then the main speaker at the stadium could tell Inter fans to stop or at least calm down a bit. It could get feisty. You know, this is what I'm saying. It feels like an Avengers movie. It really does. I can't wait till Sunday's game. I just cannot wait. And I've asked this question in the live watch along. What happens if Lukaku scores? If Lukaku scores, he can take his pants off in front of those Inter fans. It's genuinely one of those things which has to happen. Surely it will happen. You know, surely karma hits back at them and Lukaku scores. It's just one of those things that will happen on Sunday. And look, it's going to influence the game, not just for him, but it's going to influence the game for everybody, because everybody will feel the pressure from these whistles. Even though these whistles are directed to Lukaku, the entire team will feel it, because the entire team is there to protect Lukaku, and therefore they will try and shield these whistles, and they will kind of be influenced by it. But again, let's speak about Inter. Let's go chronologically, and then we'll make our way onto us. Inter are the best team in the league. Inter are going to win the league, in my opinion. I've said it several times, and I'm going to keep on saying this. Inter have got not just the best starting 11 in the league, but Inter have got the best squad depth in the league. Inter have got the most quality in their team. And ultimately, the fact that they've reached the Champions League final against one of the greatest, if not the greatest Manchester City side ever last season, and just lost 1-0, Inter are back at a very good level European-wise. And I think they'll win the league. This game is extremely complicated for us. But again, before speaking about us, let's speak about them. The quality in their team is immense. I mean, you look at their goalkeeper, and Sommer is an incredible goalkeeper. He might not be young, but he gives you a lot of confidence. He gives you experience. So Sommer is great. Their defense is shaky, and that's where I think we have to exploit the Lukaku moment and us scoring a lot of goals, because their defense isn't great. Inter are well known for good defenses, and Inter don't have a terrible defense, but I think there are better defenses in the league than Inter's defense. Bastoni and Acerbi are two very good centre-backs, but for instance, I think Juventus have got a better defense than Inter. So defense is definitely their weak point. And then up front, midfield, attack, it's just quality wherever you look. I mean, Çalhanoğlu, Barella, Frattesi, that's just incredible. I mean, if Barella doesn't start, Frattesi starts. And if Barella gets injured, Frattesi starts. And then you look at up front, Lautaro Martinez, Marcus Thuram, Di Marco. This team is incredible. Last season we beat this team without Jose on the bench. You know, knock on wood, Foti on the bench. Maybe it could bring us some good luck. Last year we won. But I think this year Inter have got a better team, you know. I really do. But other than that, we have to believe in this, just like we believed in this last season. Inter are the favourites, without an absolute doubt. Inter are the favourites in this game, not because of the quality and all of that, but Inter are clearly the favourites in this game because they hate Lukaku as well. So they will get this game and they will use this game to show Lukaku that we're the better side. You decided to ignore us. Your problem. Look at us, we just battered you. So Inter players are gonna, and I think Inzaghi is definitely gonna specify this in those talks, which he's gonna give the team before the game. Just remember how much we hate Lukaku is gonna be their biggest topic, and that will fuel up their passion and their aggression for this game. Inter are the favourites, and I think it's very complicated to win this game. And this leads me on to, complexity. This game is it's just so hard. We played 48 hours before Sunday's game, and 80% of our team, which started on Thursday, will also start on Sunday. Inter, in the meantime, as Jose said in the post-match yesterday, played on Tuesday in the Champions League with a team, and in the Serie A they can play with yet another team and still compete to its best levels. Their squad depth is incredible. We've got a team full of injuries. We've got a team full of tired players. Can these players, after coming from 5 consecutive results, league-wise and Europa League-wise, can they continue this streak? That's my big question, and that's what I want to know. This game is massive, not just because Lukaku's going back at San Siro, but this game is massive for our top 4 hopes. It's normal to lose to Inter. If we lose to Inter, I'm not going to be as pissed as if we lose to Genoa, obviously, because Inter is the best, and it is acceptable for you to lose in Milan, at San Siro, with all of those circumstances against the best team in the league. It's doable. But at the same time, top 4 is doable. I'm not saying top 4 is impossible. I think top 3 is impossible because top 3 is already marked. Milan, Juventus and Inter are going to get top 3. Top 4 is doable. But in order for us to compete against the likes of Atalanta, Napoli, Fiorentina and Lazio, because ultimately that's what the race is going to be, we have to start winning some big games. It's impossible for a team to qualify in top 4 if we don't win big games. We've played one big game and we've lost in a bad way at the start of the season against Milan. Now it's against the other side of Milan in even a more complicated game. Can we win this? I want us to win. Do I think we'll win? I'm not going to go too far to say that we're going to win. I would be very happy with a draw. But we need to start winning big games. That's the only way we get top 4. Because especially these last results have shown us that this team can beat every single lower team, middle team. It doesn't normally happen because we have those games where we're just not concentrated. We've seen it against Genoa, we've seen it against Verona. But overall, these last 5 games have shown us that if we play well, with good determination against lower teams, we can win them. And we can batter them. And then the race narrows itself down to big games. What can we produce? Can we entertain? Can we score goals? Can we maintain the pressure? And can we win the game? That's very important. And, that's the next step to get top 4. We've built a good team. It's an injury-prone team. But the next step is, can we bring this momentum in some bigger games? Can we start winning some of these games? But we're coming from a great moment. I mean, we're coming from 5 consecutive wins. Last one, Slavia Prague. Bove wonder goal. Lukaku keeps on scoring. Lukaku's scoring goals for fun, which is interesting to see if he can do something on Sunday. So I think overall we're coming to this game on a very healthy note. But at the same time, on a very tired note. Lucky for us, we don't have Europa League next week, and lucky for us, we have taken Europa League very seriously. We've got 9 points out of 3 games, that now we can allow some rotations in Europa League games. Because, us qualifying to the next round is basically done. Us qualifying first is, I'm not going to say basically done, but almost done. Servette and Sheriff drew yesterday, so yeah, we can definitely allow some more rotations. Sunday's game is massive. Let's talk about the predicted 11. This is my predicted 11. Immediately, you look at that predicted 11 and you ask myself, where the hell is Chris Smalling? And I want to see Chris Smalling in this game, but then you listen to what Jose said yesterday, and a journalist asked him, will Smalling be back on Sunday? And Jose said, which Sunday? Again, that suggests to me Smalling ain't ready, and Smalling still feels pain. And the fact that he got 0 minutes in yesterday's game is also a big statement for me. He still feels pain in that injury. So I don't think he'll start. Mancini, Llorente and Ndika need to start. The 3 are improving a lot together because these are the 3 defenders which are starting to play together, and their chemistry and cooperation will definitely increase, and it is improving. Ndika's improving a lot. So that's going to be your defense. Against Inter, we lack a leader like Smalling. But it is what it is, and we can't do anything about it. Rui Patricio in goal. So Rui Patricio back. 4 midfielders. I've gone with Karsdorp and Spina on the 2 fullbacks, which is very interesting. I think Karsdorp and Spina or Seria fullbacks, so both of them will start. In the middle, I've just realised I made a mistake. I'm not going with Bove, I'm going to go with Paredes. This is the graphic of yesterday's match. It didn't change. So, my fault. It should be Paredes instead of Bove. So, yeah, pardon me. But I just didn't change it. So, I think Bove will rest. Paredes and Cristante in the middle. Now, this is interesting. I think Aouar will rest this game, and I think El Shaarawy will take his place. El Shaarawy provided 2 assists against Slavia Prague, scored a goal against Monza. He's building that fitness. I think he gets in there. And Lukaku and Belotti up front. Big Rom, it's your time to shine. It's your time to shut them up and make them choke on those whistles. Do it. Do it, Romelu. Do it. The only thing which could happen is Bove starts and Paredes plays where El Shaarawy is designed on my graphic. But again, I don't think that will happen. I think Bove, is playing incredibly well. But in games like Inter, you need Paredes' experience and you need Paredes' aggressiveness. Inter's midfield is a midfield where you can't joke around. Barella, Frattesi, Çalhanoğlu is incredible. This game will be won in that midfield section. Inter have got a better midfield than us, but Paredes puts that aggression. Bove, I think, is still too young to start in these games, but he can get subbed in without a doubt. So that is my predicted 11. With that being said, I'm not even gonna imagine what it would be like to win on Sunday and the consequences that it would bring. I think would be incredible. If we win on Sunday, we would launch ourselves in that top 4 position as we've never done before in this league up to now. Winning in Milan against Inter after potentially 5 consecutive wins would be immense. I'm not going to say predictions though. I think it's those games where I don't like predictions because I ain't going to like Inter or the favourites, but there's a little feeling in me that we can produce something. And again, Inter lost games. Sassuolo beat Inter. So anything can happen in this game. I just think the importance of this game for the Inter squad towards Lukaku is going to be way more than Inter's determination against Sassuolo. But Inter concede. Inter aren't Real Madrid. Inter are definitely a beatable team. They drew at home against Bologna. They lost at home against Sassuolo. Anything can happen. 3 points would be immense. I would be happy with 1 point. and then a defeat, again, it would be understandable, but it can always be avoided, if you see what I mean. Especially because we're living a good moment that if we don't get something from Inter now, coming from 5 consecutive wins, it can never happen. But again, I think anything can happen. It really is one of those games. But with that being said, I want everybody here to let me know your thoughts, opinions down below. Thoughts and opinions on Lukaku's welcome, on the importance of the potential 3 points, on the importance of this game, who are the favourites. Feel free to interact down below. If you haven't already, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. Also, the second episode of the Fan Podcast went out a few hours ago. Bench, keep, sell, Saka, Leao and Kvaratskhelia. Go and watch that, smash the like button on that. And yeah, talk to you soon. I am leaving for a few days for a football tournament in a few hours. I have the train. So I'll be back on Sunday, hopefully for the live watch along. Otherwise, I will catch you for the match reaction. But yeah, take care. Talk to you soon. Sempre forza Roma. Daglie, daglie, daglie. Romelu, sleep tight. Don't wake up. Soak all of that relaxation in. Drink some chamomile. And it'll all be good. Yes, it'll be good, Romelu. Shut them up. Talk to you soon. See you out.